Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Matt Letter and today we're going to continue the Pillars of Eternity Let's Play series. So heads up as first order of business, if some things appear different than from the last time we stopped, there's a reason for that. I had to reload a prior save and play up to this point again, because the episode I'm currently recording, the first try, basically vanished. I have no idea where the file went, it's just not there. So yeah, I have to redo this again. But, well, it is how it is. Let's just keep going. So, let's go in. So, the supply and demand quest.
Hello.
Aphra wears a fine expression and a sturdy yet battered suit of armor. She seems to bear each scratch and ding with pride. You don't look like one of the knights. Can I help you with something? So yeah, we hear about the trouble at the Salty Mast. Ordinary Kith are angry, as they should be with what the crooked Ormana toadying up to the nobles. She's using the tragedy of Wadewan's legacy to line her pockets. She's no better than the Adarian overlords we drove out 200 years ago. And since we're honest, we're getting this response. People around here know you to be an honest broker. Maya's made it so only the rich can afford her establishment, yet she sits in the poorest district of Defiance Bay. How's that fair? We've taken matters into our own hands, but she's the real criminal here. Why don't you tell her to back down? Okay, we'll talk to Maya to see if we can get her to lower the prices. Aphra nods. I'm glad you see our side. Well, I do try to see both sides. I'm a kind wayfarer and try to make things right, not just murder people at the behest of some other guys. So, on our way to the Salty Mast, we shall also hand in the rather subdued quest.
You have said you fought in the Saints' War, but for which side?
The one that blew up my god.
I didn't mean anything by it. I imagine a man with a head made of fire and light would be very convincing.
Funny thing about Dear Woodens. With all that fire and light, they just treated him like another authority figure.
So let's go in and hand the quest in. This one was a real downer. Oda's eyes are bright and her cheeks are ruddy and wet. Wade told me what happened to our son. She sniffs and wipes at her tears. I almost threw him out. Still might. But he swears he'll be a better father to this one. She looks at the motionless baby in the cradle. I don't know whether I believe him, but I suppose I'll give him a chance. I'm not sure there's much choice, really. Here, take these. I'd been saving several keepsakes for Darren one day, but he won't need them now, and I doubt I'll have another child to pass them on to. Pigs. So we've gained a fine dagger and a minor ring of protection. Oh well. So, next order of business, go to the Salty Mast. Talk to Mayor about the whole hiking of the prices. See if we can get her to see the side of her would-be customers. So, and while we're here we can also do the other questline about the medallion. But first, let's talk to her.
Welcome.
Okay, so I want to talk to you about that. I hear you've been raising prices. What else am I supposed to do? I have to provide certain measures for my employees and their clients, especially with so many hollowborn in the district. And with the price of bitter squash as high as it is, I've got no choice but to raise mine. She taps your chest with a finger, and don't get me started on cutthroat business, not with the Dominals carrying on the way they do. So, yeah, we could talk to the Dominals about the bitter squash prices. Worth a try. She raises her arms. It's your neck? Recante Dominal would be the easiest to persuade. She handles the family books. With any luck you can find her at the manor over in Brackenbury. Just watch your step around her. Watch your step around all of them. Okay, good, so let's continue. Is there someone here named Cyril? She laughs. You must be new in town, dearie. She's only the most sought-after girl in the district. If you want to spend time with her, just ask. She's 1,000 for the night, but she's worth every pant. Or so they tell me. Fancy you go with her? She nudges you in the ribs. Best money you can spend in the gift? Yeah, let's do that. You'll find her quarters upstairs. She lays a large hand on your shoulder. Don't mind the burly fellows at her door. They're just there to make sure everyone has a good time. Well, security is needed after all. So let's go right on up ahead. And then we try to talk some sense into her. Something we can take here somewhere. Only stealing. There are her guards, and there's she. Let everyone move in.
Welcome.
Powder almost hides the circles under her eyes, and rouge dusts her two prominent cheekbones. Despite it all, Cyril is beautiful. She favors you with a smile she must have practiced and perfected. Hello, stranger. Let me make you more comfortable. Okay, so there's something I need to discuss with you. Runs a smooth finger along your neck and under your chin. Just tell me what you like. It's extra if you want to bring someone else in, though. So your friend Tristram sent me. He needs that medallion. So do I. Cyril raises her chin. I offered him his half of the money, and he refused it. She crosses her arms and paces in a slow circle around you. I'm sure he told you all about his broken clan. Did he also tell you that I got him where he is today? I'm really sorry for him, but I'll bet you anything he lives better now than he did in Erglandfjord. I've worked a long time for a way out, and I'm not giving up just because Tristram suddenly got nostalgic. So this isn't about wealth, it's about finding who you are. Sarah rolls her eyes and leans against the bedpost. This didn't work apparently. I finally found a way out of this life. That's what matters to me. Well, we don't have high enough resolve, so I can't argue with that. So, I'll buy it from you. She laughs. It's worth 6,000 pence. If you've got that kind of coin, I'll gladly help you spend it. Well, we do have it. We're a kind wayfarer. So, deal. Cyril goggles at the bag of coins in her hands. She looks back at you for just a second before reaching into her bodice. She holds a carved Adra medallion by a cord and gives it to you. She cradles the bag of coppers. I could be in a cottage in Brackenbury tomorrow. Looks hopefully at the medallion in your hand. I'm not going to tell you your business, but if you do mean to give it to Thristwin, it would mean a lot to me too. I hope he finds everything he's looking for back home. She pulls a moonstone ring off of her finger. Please, take this. It's always given me an edge with people around here, but I'm done with that part of my life. We could insist on getting the time we spent for her, but nah. We'll not do that. Let's say our farewells. And let's take a look at her finger ring. +2 resolve. It's actually pretty good. What rings does our... Right, he has Gaunt's Pledge, which we don't care so much for. Let's give that to, say, Eder. Okay, so that's another quest, mostly handled. Cost us a shit ton of money, but I think it will be worth it. So while we're still in Ondra's Gift, I'll probably go ahead and do the lighthouse now that we're rested up. And also level up our wizard. Just seen that. So, what does she gain on this level? Let's find out once the loading screen is done. There we are. So, let's give you some mechanics. And then she gains 2 spells for level 3. So I still like the arduous delay of motion, it's just really effective. Minus 30% attack speed. Just need to get to actually use it. And let's take the bounding missiles, they were just great. Hey. So with that done, let's head over to the lighthouse. And we're going. I think this time we should be plenty ready to take care of what's awaiting inside the lighthouse. And in we go. So let's see if there's more to these spooks. There's something we haven't been around here. Well, let's check Let's just position for safety. A bunch of silver phoenix. And yeah, thought as much. Suddenly enemies. Well, at least the rain blights aren't very dangerous. At all. Yeah, they're easily taken care of. And come on, there we go. That wasn't hard. So let's quickly take the primal water. Oh, sounds nice.
Right.
I really need to read up on the whole crafting thing. Let's move up though. Ah, there's the shades and various other things. Engage that guy. I hate it when they teleport behind us. So annoying. You go ahead and slam them with book magic. Actually, let's use some of the bombing missiles. Certainly dealing some nice damage.
Let's go.
Okay, so let's interdict as well. New challenger approaches. Let's take care of that Spectre. You are not doing anything, so... This is the weakest one.
Following.
And you, my friend... Oh, sweet. That's some massive heals.
Can't get a good shot.
Nice, we're just about done. There we go. Last shade. So, let's loot what we have here. Bunch of spirit residues.
I'll take a look.
Then let's sneak around a little. Yellowed fading maps of the maps of the bay around Ondra's Gift. Show routes through the locks between the dikes that hold the ocean back. Carved in the post is the name Merwith and a series of notches labeled with numbers. The lowest reads 4 and the highest notch reads 17. Ah, so someone grew up here. Actually, I remember that name. At least I think I do. Okay. Selected correspondences of Giftbringer Island. Yeah, we're gonna have to read that at some other point. Evacuation notice. The notice is stiff with Agent Salt. Ediran reinforcements advancing. Immediate evacuation for Ondra's Gift by order of Duke Hadrid. Okay. And a lighthouse tower key. Thing down here.
Quickly and quietly.
Is something in here? Not sure I wanna eat the vegetables that lie in here. Okay, so I think this would be the last floor. Let's see what awaits us up there. Ghost, Lilith. Actually not hostile.
Hey.
Let's approach carefully. Shrieking sobs pierce your ears and rattle the musty rafters of the lighthouse. They emanate from the spectral figure of a woman hovering in the middle of the room. Each heave of her shoulders unleashes another hair-raising wail. I think we back away here.
Yeah.
Let's check something then. So this was the Wailing Banshee. Deal with a Sangula. A banshee, or what the locals refer to as a Sangula, wails and screams from the third floor of the lighthouse. It hasn't attacked me yet, but I'll need to get rid of it in one way or another before the tower is safe for Nea's workers.
Hey.
Let's look here. A logbook. Quest update. The logbook expels a thick plume of dust. 6 Phonoton 2672. Hockey. Port full. 158 days since sighting the Red Dream. 12 Phonoton 2672. Heavy rain. 2 fishing boats lost at sea. 164 days since the sighting of the Red Dream. First Toroton, 2672. Dark clouds. Idioms ships on horizon. 173 days since sighting of the Red Dream. Okay, so the Red Dream is apparently something important. The last lighthouse keeper kept a log seemingly into the final days of the War of Defiance. This person was also tracking the appearance of a ship called the Red Dream. Nia might know more about it.
A simple test.
Let's lockpick here.
That's settled.
Oh, the check of White Waters. Well, let's quickly give it to someone and then read up on it. So, +4 damage reduction, +2 survival. And very high ratings against Crush and Pierce, less against Burn and Corrode. So it's a light armor. 20% recovery speed. You have also pretty good one. How about you? Actually medium armor. So you could make Arena faster and much more defensive. On the other hand, okay, you have the hand and the key, that's fine enough. You have Frontal's Finery. +2 intellect and lore. Okay, I think I'd rather give you this very, very ugly armor.
Hey.
Okay, so let's go back down to Nia. See what she has to say about the Red Dream or what it was. I still think I remember the name Merwith. But let's ask her.
Right.
She should know. And out we go. Come on. Load faster. Okay. Nia. So, have you figured out what all the fuss is about? Have you heard of the Red Dream? Who hasn't? That ship's been running raids for decades now. Used to stop in New Heoma laden with spoils from Rotary traders. These days I hear she spends most of her time prowling the Deadfire Archipelago. Nia points to a ship anchored in the distance. That's her. When she's at port, her captain, an elf named Merwith, takes her shore leave over the charred barrel in Brackenbury. Oh, yeah right, she was the pirate up top. Believe it or not, she likes her creature comforts. She shakes her head. That's what I'm talking about. When a pirate won't even set foot in the tavern on this side of town, it's high time for a new establishment. Talk to you later. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Also, while we're here, let's hand on the quest here.
Gods keep you.
Marciano fidgets nervously. He grins hopefully at you. Any luck finding the captain's chest? There you are. Contents intact. You did it. I mean, I know you would, but... Oh, thank you. It's all here. Okay, so we've gained a bunch of experience. You've saved my life, friend. Truly, I owe you one. Here. The week's wages, like I promised. No need for that. You keep it. Really? Then thank you again for all you've done. At least take this. I picked it up while we were at Port Nadir as a good luck charm, but I want you to have it. I won't forget this. A drinking horn of moderation. You picked up with several thousand GP worth of drinking horn. Okay. So more intellect while endurance above 50%. I think we can give this... Actually, who can we give this to? Next slot. Yeah, the Rimmergun's mental isn't that important. Much rather have she use better spells. Okay, so now we fast track and we go to basically the Brackenbury district into the inn. That's where the magic happens. So there's definitely a lot of stuff getting done here in this district. Brackenbury. Here we go. We are. Let's move to the charred barrel. I believe that's lit up here. Yep, it is. And in we go. More loading screens. Because we obviously haven't seen enough of those this episode. Okay, so... Thristwin. Hey man.
Hello.
The fancy elf eyes you and your pack. Did you do it? Did you get the medallion from Cyril? We'll give it to him. Yes. Thristwin's eyes are as wide and round as the artifact in his hands. You've given my people a gift we couldn't possibly repay. I'll do the best I can, though. He shoves a bag of coin into your hands. This is everything I have. Take it, please. Sometimes it's not fun being a kind wayfarer. Because we're gonna play to the hilt. Keep it. Your clan could use it to rebuild. The Shattering Spear will sing of your kindness for generations to come. If you ever find yourselves in Airglen Firth, please honor us with your visit. Farewell. Harry is out of the inn, his fancy cloak dragging on the ground. So in Twin Elms we got a moderate positive there. That is awesome. So we've just helped a clan establish themselves again. Reform, basically. Okay, so next up, she was here? Yes, Merwith. If I wanted company, I'd go to the Salty Mast. Merwith's gold tooth catches candlelight. What is it this time? Someone at the old lighthouse in Ondra's Gift was looking for your ship. Since we're honest, I didn't peg you for a liar, at least not from what I've heard. Looks you over, narrowing her eyes. But that doesn't mean I believe you. She leans in, her voice a low hiss. You'd better explain what gave you such an interesting notion. The last lighthouse keeper watched for your ship every day. It's all in the log. No. Her snarl flashes a gold tooth. She turned me out. We are poorer than the fishermen who live there now. And when she learned I'd put the food on her table with stolen coin, she told me that if she ever wanted to... She told me that if she ever never wanted to see me... Holy damn, reading is hard. Let's start from top. We were poorer than the fishermen who live there now. And when she learned I'd put food on her table with stolen coin, she told me that if she never saw me again, it'd be the mercy of the gods. There we go. Her darkened eyes are filled with rage. I had nowhere else to go, and it was a rough life until I rose to captain. Yeah, she ignored the Idioms advances to stay behind. I think she was waiting for you. She turns her eyes away. She was always so stubborn. I forgot sometimes where I got it. She gulps down the rest of her wine. I'll go. Perhaps it will give both of us some peace. Well, well. So that quest is also pretty much done. Okay, so I think that's actually close to where we're gonna call it for today. So yeah, I do thank you all for watching and hope you've had some fun. I certainly did. If you did, consider commenting, liking, or even subscribing. I'm happy for every little bit of that. You can also follow me on Twitter at _MattLetter for all the news updates. And that's it from me for this time. Thanks again for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.